Okay, so this question, x by y is equal to 2z by 3w is equals to half, then what is the value of this expression? This is an ugly looking expression, so there is no point writing the expression down. So what I will typically do is I'll just take something common in the numerator. 12w you can take common, so this will be 3wy minus 1, and similarly you can take something common from the denominator, 2z, this is 8zx minus 1. Now the moment I see something minus 1 by something minus 1, I know for a fact that these two things will get eliminated, because obviously there is a relation, and this relation eventually will be useful in getting these two quantities equal. So might as well just cancel it and see what we can get. This thing can be written as 12w by 2z to the power 1 by 3. Now w by z, if you realize, can be calculated from this w by z equal to 4 by 3. I'll directly write it. Now you do basic this thing, this becomes 4 2s are 8 raised to the power 1 by 3. Cube root of 8 we all know is 2, so the answer to this question has to be 2. Now for the ones who are actually interested in knowing whether or not this expression actually gets eliminated, I would ask you to just try that out. This question, the length of the arc of a circle is 1/6 of the circumference. Let's draw a circle, and then we are told that there is a arc. Suppose this is the chord that the arc subtends, and it is given that it is AC arc. The midpoint of the arc is B, and typically you have been asked to calculate the length AB. How can I do that? Let's see. First of all, let us assign a center to this circle. So suppose this is the center. From this center, what I can do is I can attach the other lines, because this will make my life so much more easier in terms of defining the areas. I hope that makes sense. All right, so now what is it that we are given? We know that B is the midpoint, radius of the circle is 2 centimeters. So this is 2, this is 2. Also remember, this OB is also 2, because OB is also the radius, so OB also is 2. Then what is the length of the segment AB? Fine. One thing that I know, that this chord AC will get bisected the moment I draw a perpendicular. Okay. Perpendicular we are only drawing because this is a line from the center to the chord, and it will basically bisect the chord. This is a property of this thing. Okay. Now one interesting bit I want you all to understand. Please pay attention to this part. This is this circle, however, has this. Now this arc is a very typical subsection of the entire circumference. If you recall that the circumference subtend an angle 360 degree at the center, obviously you would realize, because that's a complete circle, right? So because this arc is 1/6 of the entire circumference, what I can basically say is that this arc will subtend 1/6 of 360, which is as good as 60 degree. I hope that makes sense. And because you know that OA, let's say this triangle to be OAM and OMC, they are congruent. This is going to be 30 degree, this is going to be 30 degree. Now how can you say that these two are congruent? Obviously right hypotenuse if you do. So 2 and 2 is the hypotenuse, this thing, and then the right angle side, which is equal. So yeah, this is by the property of RHS property, these two triangles are congruent. The moment you get this as 30, this is 90, this invariably comes out as 60. Now if you remember the 30 60 90 property, If you remember the 30, 60, 90, typically the sides are in the ratio 1 root 3 and 2. We are already given 2 opposite to 90. So 60 ke opposite wala, let me change the color, will be root over 3. So this part will be root over 3. OM will be root over 3. Okay. And what about this AM? This is 1. If AM is 1, MC is also going to be 1. Please remember that OB is 2. This is the radius OB. Now basically all I need you to do is just focus on this part. Just focus on this triangle. Just focus on this triangle. Now you know this length is 2 minus root over 3. This length is already, AM length is already 1. If you use Pythagoras theorem, you will get the answer. So let me do that. So for AB, I'll directly write AB will be root over 1 square plus 2 minus root 3 the whole square. This is going to be 1 plus 4 plus 3 minus 4 root 3. 7, 8, 8 minus 4 root 3. I can take 4 common. This will be, just a second, this will be root over 4 common, 2 minus root 3. If you take 2 outside of this thing, you will get root 2 minus root 3. A little methodical, but yeah, the question is not that difficult. Let's go to the next one. This question says a tank has an inlet pipe attached to it. So first of all, let's visualize the scenario. So there is a tank. It looks like a YouTube, but yeah. The inlet pipe can fill the tank such that the tank could be completely filled at 10 AM. So what it says is at 10 AM, it is 100% or 100 liters filled. If it is opened in the morning of the same day, what does this mean? It means that this statement morning in the same day is impractical. You can take any time. So for my convenience sake, I am taking 6 AM. However, if the pipe had a leak which was not noticed, as a result of the leak, the tank was only 60% full at 10 AM. So the second situation is that 6 AM पे ही start किया है, but there is a leak, and because of that leak, it is only filled up to 60%, or I can also say 60 liters. Okay, and this is also exactly at 10 AM. So typically what I'm looking at is rate of the inlet pipe can be typically said as 100 by 4 hours, so that is 25 liters per hour. Now reduced rate due to the leak, I don't want to write a lot of those things, you will realize, will be 60 liters by 4 hours, 15 liters per hour. Now please remember, this is not the rate of the leak, this is the reduced rate due to the leak. So the rate of the leak will be 25 minus 15. I hope that makes sense, because you know this is due to the leak. So the rate of the leak will be 10 liters per hour. Now typically what they have asked you is, they have asked you about the rate at which the inlet pipe fills to that at which the leak empties the tank, which is going to be 25 is to 10, 5 cuts by 5 and 2, so the ratio will be 5 is to 2. This is the answer to this question. Let's go to the next one. If the root of the equation x minus a x minus 2b is equal to 6 equal are 0 and minus 1, then what is the sum of the root? Okay, you have to do some business with this thing. So this is going to be x square minus 2bx minus xa minus plus 2ab. This is equals to 6. Now remember, the moment I substitute x equals to 0, the entire thing will get 0. It should ideally get 0. So when I do that, I will get a value. So this is going to be 0 minus 0. 0 minus 0 minus 0 plus 2ab is equals to 6. Therefore, AB comes out to be 3. Now, this is one idea that I will hold on to. Similarly, if you substitute for minus 1, okay, at f of 0, you get this thing. At f of minus 1, what do you get? You will get minus, actually this is going to be plus 1 plus 2b plus a, that's it, plus 2b, 2ab is equal to 6. This is going to be AB, I know already is, so this is 6. So this goes away. A plus 2b is minus 1. Okay. What is it that they have asked? They have asked you find the sum of the roots of this thing. Okay, so first of all, I need to get this into the quadratic format, which is going to be x square plus 4bx plus 2ax. I should actually use a different color, plus 8ab. Okay, this is the second function, mind you. Sum of the roots, all right, what is the sum of the roots? So x square plus, if I take x common, this is going to be 2a plus 4b plus 8ab. Now, do you know that this term in ax square plus bx plus c, this term b by a minus b by a represents the sum of root. Minus b by a represents the sum of root, c by a represents the product of the root. So I will just write that thing down. If you take 2 common, it will be 2 into a plus 2b. And because remember minus, so there will be a minus sign. They have asked you to find out the sum of the root. A plus 2b is minus 1. So this is going to be minus 2 into minus 1. This is going to be 2. Methodically you solve it, you will get the answer as 2. That's it. Let's go to the next one. The given roots of this thing, what is the value of a plus b? Let's do this. Okay, so this is a cubic, 2x cube plus ax plus b equal to 0. Okay, so yeah, we'll have to do some substitution business. So let's do some substitution business. So this is going to be 2 into 125. I'm directly writing it. Okay, so x cube, I'm substituting for f equals to 5. Or you can write p5 also. Plus 5a plus b, that is equals to 0. This implies that 5a plus b is equal to minus 250. Remember, this goes to the RHS, becomes minus 250. We will do the same thing for f of minus 4. I will get minus 2 into 64. I am taking the minus outside. Minus 4a plus b, that is equals to 0. Minus 4a plus b is equal to plus 128. So 4a plus b is or rather 4a minus b is minus 128. Why am I doing it 4a minus b? Because I already have a 5a plus b. So this can be said as equation 1, equation 2. Now you do the drill, you just add these two numbers. You will typically get 9a will be b and b cancel, 250 and 128. So this is going to be 8, 7 and 3 negative. A will come out to be 4 is 36 minus 42. So a comes out to be minus 42. Now you substitute the value of a in any of the equation and you will get the value of b. So I will do that over there only. So this is 128, remember? So I'm changing the color. So this is going to be B equals to 128 plus. Okay, so this is minus plus goes to that side, becomes a negative. 4 2s are 8, 4 4s are 16. Okay, so 8 and 8 0, this is 40 minus 40. B ka value comes out to be minus 40. They have asked you to calculate A plus B. A plus B will be minus of 82. Alright, let's go to the next one. Two identical circles are shown in this figure. Find the area of the shaded region. Now this is an oral question. I'll give you 5 seconds to answer. If you pay attention, this is a square. Why? Because 3 to 7, the coordinates, the x coordinates are given. This is 4 centimeter or 4 units, you can say. The ordinate is also given, the y coordinate, which is 4, so 4 and 4. So typically this structure is a square. Area of the square is 4 square 16 minus the 2 quadrants, which is 2 into 1 by 4 into pi r square, which is radius. You know, from 3 to 7 is 4, so half of that is 2. So this is going to be 4 only. 2 square is 4. 4 and 4 cancel. 16 minus 2 pi. This is the answer. Okay, this was an oral question. Okay, so the nth term of an AP is this. The nth term of an AP is 48. The n plus 10th term of the AP is 88. Find the sum of all the terms from 48 to 88. First of all, there are many ways to do it. There is one idea that you can do it like A1 plus AN. But then for that also you need to know the number of terms. And if you typically realize, without the common difference, how can I predict the number of terms for this sequence? You cannot just say from 48 to 88, I'll just do, the big number minus small number plus 1, because in that case the common difference would have been 1. So karna padega, let's do it. So let's do this thing. So this is going to be A plus n minus 1d is equal to 48, and A plus n plus 10 minus 1 d is equal to 88. Now I know this looks ugly, but kya kar sakta hai? This is going to be A plus nd minus d is equal to 48, and the other one is A plus nd plus 10d is equal to 88. I hope I haven't made any errors. Let me check once. So n plus 9, yeah, nd and all that. So let's just subtract this thing from this. So what I will typically get is A will get eliminated, this gets eliminated, and remember this will get added. Okay, so this is 9d, because 10 minus 1 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10d. 10d is equal to 88 minus 40, that is 48. 88 48 is, so d comes out to be 4. Now this is it. The moment I know the common difference is 4, I can directly calculate the number of terms in this sequence, which is 88 minus 48, that is 40. Divide that by 4, you get 10, add a 1 to it, you will get 11 terms. So then I hope you have been able to catch up what I am saying. So the n comes out to be 11. First term is 48, last term is 88. If you add this is 136 into 11 by 2, 6 are 12, 1 6 8 are 68 into 11. 68 into 11, do Vedic maths. 8 6 and 8 14, 1 6 1 are 6 1 7. 748 will be answered. So the answer to this question will be 748. Let's go to the next question. Okay, so in this question we are given that if the length of the one of the side of the right triangle is sine theta and the length of the hypotenuse is 1, then what will be the length of the perpendicular drawn on the hypotenuse from the opposite vertex? पहले विजुलाइज करते हैं इसको थोड़ा सा. सपोज दिस इज द राइट ट्राइंगल and they want you to calculate the value of this thing. Okay, let us name this thing ABC. This is 90, this is 90, this is 90, and one of the sides is sine theta. Which side I have no idea. So I'll just, typically I'll say that this is sine theta. ठीक है. AC is given as 1. The hypotenuse is given as 1. Then what will be the length of the perpendicular drawn? So basically this length BM equals to what? They want you to calculate this. Okay, अब क्या करें इसमें देखो. Let's make some assumption. Let's say if this is 90, so we'll have to assign a theta. This will not be 90. So suppose this is 90. This is theta. Okay, sorry. This is theta. So invariably this will be 90 minus theta. And if in this triangle BMC, this is also a right angle triangle. If this is 90 minus theta 90, this will be theta. Similarly, this will be 90 minus theta. So these are a few things which can help you. Theta, 90 minus theta and all that. I need to find out BM. Okay, BM. I need to find out BM. Let's do this. So BC upon AC. BC upon AC. Why do I say BC upon AC? Because अच्छा एक चीज आप लोग ध्यान देना कि whenever in a right triangle परपेंडिकुलर हम हमेशा थीटा के ऑपोजिट वाला लेते हैं और हाइपोटेनियस होता है परपेंडिकुलर के ऑपोजिट वाला. दिस इज हाइपोटेनियस. थीटा ऑलवेज सिट्स ऑन द बेस एंड दिस इज ऑलवेज योर परपेंडिकुलर. ये चीज याद रखना है, ठीक है. तो whenever I am saying that BC upon AC, ठीक है, बी और मुझे सिर्फ साइन थीटा से ही काम है. आई वॉन्ट साइन थीटा. BC upon AC is going to be sine theta, perpendicular by hypotenuse. What about sine 90 minus theta? If the same question is asked, what about sine 90 minus theta? You will get AB by AC. Then it will be AB by AC. BC by AC is sine theta. Now in triangle BMC, let's see. Perpendicular is this one, right? So this is going to be BM by BC will be sine 90 minus theta. Okay. BC is already sine theta given. And this is BC sin theta. This is sin theta into sin 90 minus theta. ये लगा नहीं था मुझे कि इस तरह का क्वेश्चन होगा, बट दिस इज एक्चुअली डिफिकल्ट. ठीक है. नाउ इट इज सॉल्व्ड. आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो. आई विल राइट इट. ओके, और लेट मी जस्ट क्रिएट द स्पेस ओवर देयर ओनली. Typically now BM is sin theta into cos theta. Do you remember that sin 2 theta is 2 sin A cos A? एक प्रॉपर्टी आता है sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta. This is a property, sin 2 theta. I don't have a 2 over there, so I'll multiply a 2. I'll divide also a 2. 2 sin theta cos theta is as good as sin 2 theta by 2. This is the answer. Sin 2 theta by 2 will be the answer. अच्छा क्वेश्चन था, डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन था. Let's look into the last question. This is an oral question. In this question we are told that ABCD and PQRS are rectangle. This is a rectangle, mind you, PQRS. And it is given that SQ measures 5. So this is 5. Then what is the value of X? Acha, if this is a rectangle, I know for a fact this is 90 degree and this is a right angle triangle. So either if you remember the triplets are only 3, 4, 5. So if the hypotenuse is already 5 given, so this length can be 3 or 4, or this length can be 4 or 3. All you need to do is check if this 4 plus 4 plus 8 is a multiple of 4x. 4 for 8 and 8 is 16. 16 is a multiple of 4. So 4x multiple satisfied. If I take this SR length as 3, so this will be 7 plus, or rather 3 plus 4, 7 plus 8, that is 15. And 15 is not a multiple of 4. So that's why the value of this x will come out to be 4 directly. Okay. This is how you should be solving questions and not actually solving and doing maths. That's it. Thank you.